Hello everyone and welcome to Wilson Waffling Live episode 36, recorded on Sunday the 15th of March 2015, VLE and Minecraft Montage. Roll run titles.
Wilson Waffling.
Well, hello and welcome to Wilson Waffling Live. How exciting is this? I'm always running a little bit late, I notice, because I don't know if you've been watching on Pick, Harrow, the school, Harrow on the Hill, and I always watch that up to 7 o'clock, and then I get everything set up here, and then I dash over really quickly to come in and join you live here. So if you're watching me for the first time, welcome to Wilson Waffling Live, and remember that if you would like to get an appearance in the show at any point, then by all means just either tweet me, and this is my Twitter, there you go, just down there, and you can tweet me at iWilsonYSJ, or if you wish you can use the hashtag WillWaffLive. I've just typed it into Twitter and it came up a WillWaffLive, and we'll see what actually. I'm just going to add my column. Chung. Yeah, there we go. There's my column. You can't see it, I know you can't see it, but I'm just moving it now. Moving it to pride of place, so I can see it. There is some tweets with it, actually. Some of them I don't actually recognise, but anyway, I think it's mostly sort of like spamming people, putting it up, you know, and that's about it. So anyway, by all means, reply to me or add me and you will appear on the show. As well as that, if you wish, you can always pop along to my website or to the Ustream account and join in the chat. I have a chat. I will not say it's active, but here it is. Here's the chat. Ta-da! There's me, and that's about it at the moment, but you never know. The maximum sort of number of people I've ever had in there is 2, 3 including me, but you never know what's going to happen. Tonight could be the night that it all springs into action. You never know. And now then, what have I got for you tonight? Well, we're going to do a roundup of wilsonwaffling.co.uk. We will, of course, be answering any questions that you have posted for me on my ask.fm site. And, of course, a new feature, we're going to have a quick montage of Minecraft and see what's been happening on the server. So, let's get straight on with it, and let's zip across to wilsonwaffling.co.uk. Here we go. So here's the website, and not much has changed from last week. So this was this was episode 35 here, and then we've just had two posts, and the first one here is called let's start the server. And I thought what I would do here is start to almost like give you an update of my Minecraft server, because I'm really into it at the moment. It won't last, don't worry, but I'm really into it, and I thought, right, I'm going to put a bit of posting on it. And I did have another site, and another site came with the server costings, and I thought, oh, I'll do it there. But then I thought, why start up another site? Why not just have it on this site? So that's where it is. So I'm going to post here. So this is let the servers start. And oh, do you want to know, I never realized how difficult it was going to be to run a Minecraft server. Do you know the amount of times I've had to add or take away plugins, or change things, or try to get people permissions or groups or anything like that? Unbelievable. And so many commands. I mean, currently I'm trying to look at permissions and groups. Oh, awful. awful. I just sort of like, do I actually have time to do this? But I have been enjoying it, and we're going to nip across to it later on and see how that is going. So that was the one here. Let's start this server. And the other one I've this week's post is called "Is the VLE virtual learning environment dead?" And you need to help me with something here. This is I really sort of like need your help with something here. So last week I posted something about mobile phones, and I think the total number of hits on that post on that day was something like 25, you know. And if I look at the graphic, it goes I thought, yes, I have made it. I'm 25. That's absolutely fantastic. And I thought, right, I'm going to talk today about virtual learning environments and whether or not they're dead, etc., etc. And I thought this is a really good topic to talk about, really impact across the institutions and everything like that. And I thought I'd have a trendy picture and try to get that involved and everything like that. And posted it, and then I headed off to the gym and did my running with my niece and did some abs work, and then did all that, and then came back and I thought, I'll just see how well the post is doing, you know, look at the analytics, see who's actually looking at it and who's not. And remember, last week we had 5, last week we had 25, so this week 3 views. Now I might be wrong, but I think those 3 views might have been me, and I just don't understand it. I honestly don't understand it. How can it differ from 25 to 3? And I checked everything, and I'm sure it tweeted fine and everything like that, but people must have just looked at it and thought, nah. Or being positive, the other thing I thought was maybe it's Mother's Day, and maybe everybody has turned their Twitter off in order to engage with their moms, and I think that's a lovely idea. And if that's the case, I don't mind having 3 hits. But if that's not the case, I'm feeling a bit down now. Well, not down, but disappointed. But can I just say that I would much prefer to have 3 hits and 3 people have really read it, rather than just people going along and clicking on it. So if don't feel you need to go and click. So let's have a look and see what actually it was all about. And here's the post, and here we go. So I think within the post, the first thing I do is define what a VLE is, and I talk about the fact that I didn't really know, and what I did was that I had a quick look online, and it says here just there, a system for delivering materials to students via the web. These systems include assessment, student tracking, collaboration and communication tools. And I thought, yeah, I can do that. I understand that. And Phil Vincent, who's a learning technologist at our institution, commented on Twitter, a monolithic one-stop jack-of-all-trades entity, which was a really good description. I really like that. Now, I thought, yeah, this is good. But in order for it to actually be used and be effective and not die, so to speak, then it needs to have effective use, and we need to be able to use it effectively and to actually be able to engage with it. And I came up with sort of like various points, because initially I think the VLE we tend to use as just somewhere to put files, and I was just looking at my module that I run, and all that there was like PowerPoints up there, documentation up there, links to other learning sites or references and things like that, and links to the library for the online reading list. And really and truly, that's what it was. It was a one-stop place, but just to sort of like disseminate information, and you sort of like go there, signpost it out, go there, signpost it out, and that's really what it was. And I sort of like began to wonder is this all that it really is now? Is it just a case of just sort of like some kind of cloud-based server that we just put things on? And even if you look at that and think, right, that is what Moodle is, or that's what the VLE is, then I think there's also this, in order to be effective, there needs to be some consistency of approach, and across all the sort of like areas, then it needs to be consistent, and across modules and places, things need to be in the same place, and there needs to be a format for that. So if anybody goes along and wants to find something, they know exactly where to find it. So that's what I feel, and whether or not it's actually effective, I don't know, because as a learner, sometimes I find it effective, sometimes I don't. But as a tutor, I have the same sort of like dichotomy with it, and sometimes I really like it, sometimes I loathe it. But does that mean it's actually dead? Now, the second thing I wanted to point out was this idea of assessment, because Moodle, or the virtual learning environment that we use, Moodle, is really good for handling assignments. Students can upload them, we can provide feedback, it can mark them. There's also this wonderful ability to do to store and collate quizzes to informal learning, to informally assess learning. It's also recently got a badge system in, so we can have open badges and gamifications, etc. So there's a lot of good things there, but it also has forums, and sometimes it amazes me that although we have forums, they don't seem to be used as much. And one thing that I sort of like feel about this is that I wonder whether or not it's almost like linked to this idea of assessment or being judged, or something similar to that, in the sense that, is it because do people not engage with them, or don't want to put stuff up there because of this idea of being judged either by other people or the tutors or their peers? And is this why, I don't, and maybe it's just me, but I don't find that this discussion forums are an interactive place. Learners tend to do what they've been told to do it, and then leave it, and then that's it. And I'm wondering whether or not we need to take a leaf out of sort of like online communities. And this was my final point. See, there is some logic in my steps of thinking, there really is. Whether or not we, in our virtual learning environments, we need to develop or create this sense of communities. Now, learners tend to do this, students tend to do this by going on to Facebook groups and providing it there. And I often wonder whether or not that's a better environment than Moodle or the VLE for it, because control is more with them, and learners feel that they can ask questions there without being judged or make views, etc. And it's really interesting, because I think it links to gamification as well, in the sense that a lot of online forums and discussion forums are based in the gaming community or on online interest groups, and that's a place that it's non-judgmental. I mean, there's all the problems with them as well, and all sort of like the trolling and trolling, also things like that. But at the same time, there's a lot of positiveness there, and I sometimes wonder whether or not the virtual learning environment may not be working effectively because of the lack of, or the need to promote some kind of sense of community. Now, our actual program almost like prevents this, in the sense that we have module areas, we almost like compartmentalize it, and we sort of like have module areas. And so we're sort of like saying, this is mathematics, this is science. And although students can look at each one, there's very little interconnection between what's going on and how it progresses. Now, in some of the postgrad modules, there's just one page for the whole module, but even then it's split up into different areas and everybody's running their own area, and I feel that this is maybe detrimental to the sense of community. And I mean, quite frankly, do we need a sense of community for these areas, these learning areas, to run it effectively or not? I might be barking up completely the wrong tree here. In the end, what I sort of like concluded here, that I don't think the virtual learning environment is actually dead. I think it's probably having an identity crisis. And when it was actually produced, these were the one areas. And now other areas, other platforms have been created and developed that are more specific. And it's all a bit like Phil Vincent's comment, in the sense that it's a jack of all trades. I feel that some of the virtual learning environments are a jack of all trades, but actually master of none of them. And I think this might be some of the problem, in the sense that there might be other platforms that are more developed or more experienced in sort of like discussion forums or building communities or something like that, and these would be better. And sort of like, it's a bit like, you know, if you upload a document to Google Drive, you can share it and have collaborators, and then it can be collaborated upon. Now, as far as I'm aware, and I might be wrong, you can create wikis on Moodle, but the actual documentation, once I upload a PowerPoint, then there's no interaction with it. Now, I might be, like I say, I mean, I'm new in this area, new. So please do not think that this is the be end and end all, but this is just my opinion. One of the things that I mention here is that it's almost like a spawning or welcome area, and it almost like Minecraft or Second Life or something like that, in the sense that this is where you start in the virtual learning environment, and then you sort of like head off into different areas. And I say here again that I would not say the virtual learning environment is dead. I think it's more confused, and it probably needs to be refined and accept its role, and stop pretending to be something that it's not. And I think that we have to be careful with that ourselves, and sort of like think, are we actually using it effectively, or are we not using it effectively? And more importantly, what is effective practice? Now, it might be that this has already got 3 hits because it's old news and people are not really, well, it actually got 4 hits now because I've just used it, and people are not really interested in it. But I thought the tweet was really interesting, and when I saw it, I thought, oh yeah, I want to write about that. So that's it. So if you'd like to go along, and not just to click, but to actually engage, then by all means, head over to Wilson Waffling Live, wilsonwaffling.co.uk, and you can read, Is the VLE Dead? Now then, time is shooting past, as always, so we're going to first of all, we're going to head across, I think, to the Minecraft montage. Now, this is going to be a bit difficult because I'm not too sure how this is actually going to work. So there might be a sort of like a complete sort of like mess up in a minute, and there might be complete sort of like complete disaster, but we will wait and see how it goes. Right, now then, something's just not right here. Just going to quickly do that, and we might be there. So next we're going to have the Minecraft montage. I'm not too sure whether or not you got completely deafened there. I did at this end. I don't know what I actually did. But anyway, that was the Minecraft montage. So let's now nip across to Minecraft and see what we can find. So here we go. Now, you'll probably be able to hear the nice relaxing music, plus me as well. Do you want now? I don't think I can stand that noise in the background. I might have to turn the sound off. Hang on, let's just do something here. I might have to edit the shot because otherwise it's going to do my head in that. Right, I'm just going to reload that. Right, here we are. Now, these are the servers that I play on. This is my server up here. This one, I really like this server, but I couldn't connect to it. And this is the one that I've been playing on it. So let's just quickly join my server and see what's been going on. Now, chickens. Now, remember, I'm actually, nobody's on at the moment. So nobody will be appearing in this. But I'm an admin, so I'm just going to activate flying. So here's how we're doing. So this is my chicken farm here. Can you see my chicken farm? And I did try to have sheep and pig, but this sheep here just doesn't want to get out of that pen at all. It's just there. Oh, look, crops all ready to be harvested, which is nice. Loads of sheep here. I just noticed there's a charge. There's a zombie. Come here, zombie. I don't know why you're not dead, but haha, got ya. Now, you might have noticed there that I've also got a bit of gamification on here now because we've got some levels coming up, which is fantastic. Now, let's see what else we got. Now, over here, you might be able to see a distance in here. We've got a water chute, would you believe? Look, somebody has actually created a water chute. Here it is. And I'm not... We're trying to play it. I watched it in action yesterday. Move away, chicken. I watched it in action yesterday, and basically what happens, I think what happens, I'll just get on here, is that you pick up a boat here, and then what you do is that you put on here and you go zooming down here at maximum speed, and then whoa, normally you're in a boat, not just running like this, and then you go shooting out into the wild thing. And there's my house up there. So this is Shield Bash's house and water chute, which is really nice. I see he's extended this as well. He's getting really... Well, I thought he had a rabbit there, but he doesn't. So this is becoming really nice. This is like a nice little garden area. Going to try not to hit anything. Nice little... This was the first house, and now we've got this house up here. Oh, creeper. I don't want to go there because I don't want to actually blow anything up. Keep him out of the way. So that's Shield Bash's house, coming along nicely with the water chute. Right, I'm just going to jump over to the spawn area. Here's the spawn. 3 apples. And then this is the eco house, which is fantastic, and this belongs to Heiny Boy, and you can see that's coming along nicely. It's got loads of trees in it, which is fantastic, and the nice sort of like, I don't know what, there's a corridor that goes underneath here, but I don't know what this is going to be. I don't know whether or not he's going to have a seaside resort near the end. Okay, I don't know. So what else we got now? I need to, this is when I'm not very good at finding things, so please bear with me because, oh yes, so this is a spawn area. Now if you come directly opposite the spawn area, and I think these eventually are going to be some kind of causeway down here. Isn't it fantastic that the range of houses you can have, you know? And I'm going to start on my Minecraft discussion forum talking about educational ideas. So this is a fortress, and this is a really nice fortress. I love this part, that almost like, I hope this is XI Serenity and or IX Serenity. I hope he's going to put some more fences up there so it looks like a portcullis. And you can see here we've got lovely paving slabs going on, And if you go up here, look, you can see the pattern there. And this is a really interesting, because this is the fortress, but I think a lot of the sort of like exciting parts are sort of like down here. And this is when we go down into the actual mine, so to speak. So I'm not going to go right the way down there, because if you want to come and have a look, you'll have to. I do like the green carpet stairs. They're very nice. You know, so that's it. So that's that one. Now, there is somebody else's. Now, remember, if you would like to join the server, then by all means you can drop me an email, and it's a whitelisted server, which means that you would need to actually provide me with your username so I can add you to the whitelist, so you can see all that island to be developed. Nothing there at the moment. A huge amount of island to be developed. And so if you would like to join, you can pop along and just send me your username and I can add it. And at the moment we have something known as grief protection. So the longer you play, the more blocks you can claim as your own using. Once you have a golden spade, the chest does it first. Planting a chest gives you some areas. Look at all this still to be used. A massive amount of space. That's the oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm trying to, I tell you what I'm looking for. There's one more house and I can never find it, and I need to sort of like, and I know it's a bit boring just sort of like watching this, but yeah, so anyway, if you drop a house and then you get a certain amount of area that you can use, and then after that, the more you play, you can actually gain more areas. And also we have oh, I forget how we type it. Is it that? No. Or is it MC? It's probably, somebody's probably saying to me, oh no, it's that. You can actually type and get the scoreboard up, and then once you get the scoreboard up, you can see how people are leveling. Right, I think it's over here. There is another house that is sort of like in the side of the wall, but the only way I can find it is that there's a platform, and I can't find it. I'm just going to have to leave it. It's somewhere, and there's this sort of like a platform in the middle of the middle of a lake, and that's where it is. And then the house, and that's Chuggerwugger's house and platform, a fishing platform I think it is, but I can't seem to find it at the moment. It's in one of these big lakes, and oh, there it is. Look, there it is. Here it is. Now this is the sort of like the this designates where it is, and so this is sort of like the fishing platform, and then his entrance to his house is almost like hidden. It was, oh, here it is. Look, it was here. And although this looks quite, to shut it up, this looks quite stark, down there is where all the excitement is. So this is a nice little house, and don't know what's happening there, but, and that's where the fishing occurs. So lots of things happening. Sunset's about to go down, so I'm going to quickly port, I think, back to my house. So if you do want to participate, then by all means. Oh look, that sheep better not be out. Oh, it takes me ages. It takes me it takes me ages to get them in and out. Oh, that's tonight's job later on. So that's the sort of like roundup of Minecraft for you. So that was the Minecraft montage. So hope that was a nice sort of like addition to the game. Now I'm going to go off and play some Minecraft in a minute, and I can safely say that I'm probably one of the most uncreative people in it, and I always joke that I'm not a very creative person, and this is just making me feel more and more uncreative. So I just stand there and think, what should I make? How should I make it? You know, and I just may end up making a wooden house, and that's it. That's the subtotal of my creativity. So before we go, we have to go to that exciting moment of when we ask Waffling Wilson answers questions. So here we go.
The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is...
Ask Waffling Wilson.
Please note, the new number is...
Ask Waffling Wilson.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, so brilliant. So I've got the wrong lower third there. There we are. So let's have a look. Excitement time. Luckily, they always give a random question. So I'll probably get a random question if nothing else. So let's go into the app and actually see what we've got. Yeah, and we've just got one question, and it's the question of the day. So I will answer the question of the day. It says, will humans ever live on another planet? Now, I think the answer to this question has to be, hopefully, yes. And I don't know which planet, but I just feel that technology continues to get better and better and better. And, you know, out there might already exist civilizations or technology that could come back to us, because I think we might be quite foolish to think that we're the only people around. Is that foolish or is that realistic? I don't know. And so I think, you know, we'll either have to destroy half of this planet, and as we destroy it, either wipe the population, or we're going to have to colonize somewhere else. So the answer to that question is, and I will add it later, is yes. I think we will. Now, thank you. Luckily, there is a standard question, but if you would like to ask me anything, then there is, of course, a button up here called where's it got Ask Me, just there, and if you go there, then you can read all the answers that I've done so far. Oh, that's my cat. Oh, he's dead now, but it used to be my cat. You can answer you can see all the questions that I answered, and also remember now that if you go into Wilson Waffling Live on my web, there's now these buttons here, so you can jump to the relevant part. So you can go straight to Ask Me a Question, and that will zoom the video through to that point. Right, we're coming to the end now. Yeah, it's the end. And I've just been watching, like I said, I've just been watching that How on the Hill, and it was coming to the end, and Mr. Smith, it was his last day, and he was moving on, and so this is similar to Wilson Waffling. This is this is the end of this show. Sorry, frog in the throat. Yeah, and I must admit, if I carry on getting 3 viewers, it might be the end of everything. I was like, do I really want to do that? Anyway, I'm not going to think about that. I'm going to be positive. So if you do wish to ask me a question, then by all means, go to the Ask Me app, and by all means, remember that you can follow along my Twitter feed just here, which is iWilsonYSJ, and by all means use the hashtag #WillWaffLive, and that will be tweeted as we actually progress throughout the show. I haven't had any additional ones today, so that'd be it. So that's it. I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to say have a lovely evening. You can guess what I'm doing because I'm just queuing up the new title, the final titles. Have a lovely evening. I hope, if you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you've enjoyed the show, and if you have watched it live, and then thank you for watching. I appreciate it. So spread the news, join Minecraft, come and have a chat with me anytime you want. Have fun, and I'll catch you all later. Bye.